More shops must close tonight as government moves to tighten the list of essential services in Singapore after it extended its circuit breaker today. Less critical consumer services like hairdressing and barber shops must shut. The same goes for standalone F&B outlets that sell only drinks, packaged snacks and desserts. Those selling meals can open only to do delivery and takeaways. Hawker centres, food courts and coffee shops are not affected. Remaining essential services that can open must restrict customer interactions. For instance, opticians are only by appointment, while pet supplies can only sell online. Meanwhile, some firms less critical for daily living or essential supplies may be asked by authorities to suspend their on-site activities within 24 hours.
For more, our reporter Gwyneth Teo joins us live from the Clementi Town Centre. Gwyneth, not long before tighter measures kick in, tell us about where you are right now and what kind of shops and services will be affected.
So I'm here at Clementi Town Centre. It's a heartland shopping street. So it's designed to have a variety of stores to serve the residents in the area. Now we're talking about the kind of shops that will have to close from 11:59 p.m. tonight. These would be standalone shops. So it's exactly like the ones that you see around me right now. They're just on their own, serving only beverages, such as the bubble tea shop that you can see behind me, desserts, such as traditional dessert shops, confectionery, such as bakeries, as well as, of course, all hairdressers and barbers. Now, the difference is you can see over there, there's a hot food centre, a hawker centre. Now, that won't have to close. All the stores in there can remain open, as well as any other restaurant that serves meals. Right now, they have to be takeaway only, but any restaurant that serves a full meal or any F&B outlet that serves a full meal will still be able to remain open. Now, these extended measures, of course, are designed, I think, to tackle exactly the situation that you can see right behind me right now at this bubble tea shop here in Clementi, where for the past 2 hours since 8 p.m, the shop says that they've been flooded with orders from Singaporeans trying to get their last cup of bubble tea. Just as recent as about half an hour ago, the very harried staff told me that they were still trying to clear 70 orders, and they had actually closed their orders at 9:30, even though the doors are supposed to be shut from 10 p.m. Well, it's past 10 p.m. Singapore Tonight runs from 10 p.m. and the bubble tea shop is still going strong. So these measures, of course, trying to exactly tackle the crowd that you see, the cluster, a gathering of people that you see right behind me right now.
Gwyneth, what else have shopkeepers been telling you?
So there is a little bit of confusion on the ground. Of course, there are a couple of bubble tea shops here. I went to speak to them. They are very clear that they need to close from 11:59 p.m. tonight, precisely because they have been inundated with last-minute orders. But there are also small bakeries here, standalone bakeries. And when I spoke to them, some of them didn't even know. In fact, my mentioning that they would have to close from 11:59 p.m. was the first that they had heard of it. Those that did know said that they had heard it from the news or from their own friends, but hadn't heard official word from their bosses yet. So there does seem to be a little bit of confusion on the ground with the staff here about whether or not they can remain open from tomorrow to 4th of May.
All right, thanks for that update. Gwyneth, you're speaking to us. And from tomorrow, those going to shopping malls and supermarkets must also give their particulars for contact tracing. Workplaces that are open must use a digital check-in application to log staff entry and exit. Businesses that were earlier allowed exemptions to open during the circuit breaker can continue to open till the 1st of June.